Okay, the time is 7:34. I call this first meeting of for 2016 of the Snellville City Council to order. First order of business will be the invocation, and I believe Ms. Harrington, is that right, doing the invocation?
As we gather tonight in this time and at this place, let us pause and give thanks for those who have gone before us, family members, friends, the heroes and heroines of our faith, and for those brave persons in our nation's history who have stood for freedom, human dignity, the rights of all, compassion for the downtrodden, the poor, and the suffering. We can best honor those who have gone before us by being true to our callings and responsibilities to serve, to strengthen, and to sustain life and love. Mother Teresa spoke truthfully when she said, "We can do no great things, only small things done with great love." And from our Jewish friends, I share this lovely prayer, which is our invocation tonight. When I die, give what's left of me away, children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known and loved. And if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and in your hands and in your heart and not just in your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands and by letting go children that need to be free. Love doesn't die, people do. And when all that's left of me is love, give me away. Amen.
Now I'll have the pledge of allegiance. We're going to be led this evening by two scouts, Brandon and Jacob Thomas.
So should I stay here? Well, as an American, I'll do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people. No. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on. 55 minutes left to kick off. We have minutes. We have approved minutes. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve the minutes from the council retreat on December 5th and for the council meeting on December 14th.
There's a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Bender. Lenski, I'm sorry, I thought it was Bender. Okay, the other woman. Okay. Any discussion of council? All those in favor of approving the minutes of December 5th, 2015 and December 14th, 2015, signify by raising your right hand. That's 6 in favor, no opposed. The motion carries. We have no invited guests this evening. And now we'll have our committee and department reports. Planning Commission, Mr. Williams, Commissioner Williams.
After the last meeting, I was pretty sick when I gave my report, so I apologize for that. And as I was leaving, I realized that something was missing when I was leaving the meeting. It was that gnawing feeling in my stomach after attending one of the city council meetings. It just wasn't there anymore. So,
We'll see what we can do about bringing that back for you.
We had no meeting in December, but we've got 3 things coming up. We've got the Best Buy's building is up in it. I think it's a lease purchase with 12 Stones Church. That'll be coming forward. We got to make sure they're going to have plenty of parking there because that's a pretty active church. We have the Huddle House is gonna open back up as a restaurant. I think it's an ethnic restaurant that's over there next to Pizza Hut right now. And then we have the gas station at Cooper Road is trying to reopen. So that's the three things we've got coming up. So you just keep your eyes open on that and your thoughts. All right? Any questions?
Any questions of Mr. Williams?
What's the date on the next meeting for Planning Commission?
Fourth Tuesday, whatever that is, 24th, I think. 25th?
26th.
26th.
25th will be the next council meeting, be the night after, right?
Yeah, or the day after.
26th.
Okay? All right?
Thank you, Commissioner.
All right.
Urban redevelopment, Nick?
Happy New Year to everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Since the last report to council, the URA has held a planning session to discuss our goals and aims for this year. The items that we are going to support are the town center development, investigating funding sources for the URA, and partner with DDA and STAT to support their ongoing projects and to identify other projects that would enhance the economic growth, safety, and welfare of the city of Snellville and its citizens. These include employment opportunities, transportation alternatives such as bike paths and sidewalks in areas where needed. We also plan on contacting other URAs around the state to see what they're doing to acquire funding sources, redevelopment projects, and private-public partnerships to see if these strategies can be used by our agency. We also want to ensure that community involvement in any project we undertake, since ultimately our taxpayers are footing the bill for any projects that we do. We are looking at ways to bring public awareness for the work of the URA, and the recruitment of board members is another priority for us this year. We have 2 open positions on our board, so if anyone is interested in the work of the URA, please contact the city and fill out an application. We meet monthly, usually on a Thursday, starting at around 5 p.m. in City Hall. So we look forward to 2016 being a banner year for Snellville with continued economic growth in our city. Any questions?
Any questions of Commissioner Kirkland? Seeing none, thank you very
Thank you.
much, sir. City Manager's report. Butch?
Mine is very short and sweet, and it's precipitated by the fact that my daughter crammed 4 years into 5 at Clemson University, and I'll simply say, go Tigers. Maybe my investment will pay off.
Thank you for that. Trish, certainly appreciates that, don't you, Trish? Okay, public hearing, none. Consent agenda, none. Let's go to the old business. Consideration and approval of revised age requirements for senior center memberships and fees for 2016 senior center group membership. Mr. Marmol.
Make a motion to accept the changes to the senior center age requirement and changes to the 2016 group membership fees.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second? Second. Seconded by Mayor Pro Tem Howard. Any discussion of council? Seeing none, I'll call the vote. All those in favor? Consideration and approval of revised age requirements for senior center membership and fees for 2016 senior center group membership. Please signify by raising your right hand. That's 6 in favor. No opposition, motion carries. Agreement with Clark Patterson Lee for small area updates to the city town center area. I need a motion.
Motion to approve the agreement with Clark Patterson Lee for small area updates to the city town center area. Do we have a maximum figure for that?
I believe $40,000.
Not to exceed $40,000.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any discussion of council?
Not really any discussion. Butch, can you just take just a quick second, kind of explain what this is about, just for everybody in the audience?
Since the city authored, with the help of an awful lot of citizens in the community, the town center plan several years ago, there has been an economic downturn, which basically kind of put a stop to the development of a town center for a few years. But in the past 12 to 18 months, we have engaged in conversation with a lot of people who are interested in investing in the town center in a lot of different areas. We're talking about commercial, retail, residential, and basically what this will do with Clark Patterson and Lee, it will bring them on board. They were the author of the original town center plan. It will bring them on board, and we'll go from a 40,000-foot view down to a ground level view. They will coordinate the conversations with the people interested in investing in downtown, in creating a downtown in Snellville. And basically, we will have an update of the town center plan based on what can be done and what people are interested in doing. It gives the city some control over implementing your vision and the mayor and council vision in the town center. So this is something that will be ongoing. Those conversations and the work of Clark Patterson Lee will start, talk to Mr. Ettinger, will start next week with those meetings. And basically, we will have a revised plan that is implementable, that will include a lot of public-private partnership, and it will look at important things in the town center, such as transportation, such as stormwater, engineering, land planning. These are things that you need to be successful with town center development. I think it's a major priority of the mayor and council, and this is really a first step towards seeing that vision implemented. That's the best way I can describe it, Mayor.
Any other discussion, council? Let me just add that since November, it's only been 8 weeks, I guess, whatever it's been, but we have interest. Town center is going to move. When I was campaigning, the number one topic was, well, number one or number two topic certainly, was the town center and how it's been promised for years and not delivered. We are determined to deliver that. And we have a lot of interest from outside developers that are interested in our city. So this is the next step that we need to take to make sure that we do this right. We're not going to get a second chance at it. We got to do it right. We got to do it right the first time. So this is the next step. I think it's absolutely necessary that we take it. We've discussed it at the work session. I feel all the council has a good feeling for it. So we're going to call a vote and see how it goes. So with no further discussion, I'll call a vote. All those in favor of the agreement with Clark Patterson and Lee for small area updates to the city town center area and authorize the mayor to sign the agreement not to exceed $40,000, please raise your right hand. Again, 6-0, no opposition, the motion carries. And that is the end of our business for this evening, with 42 minutes left to kick off. We'll see how it goes when we get to Howard. Councilmember Marmol.
Happy New Year's to everybody. And just wanted to implore everybody to donate towards Give Hunger the Boot so we can finally beat Grayson. And that's it for my reports. Thank you.
Councilwoman Linsky.
Just wanted to reiterate the importance of service on Monday, March 18th, a date in which we all should look to see what we can do in our community and our households. And I believe the mayor's going to speak more about some of the opportunities on the 18th.
Councilwoman Bender.
Just to say, I hope everybody had a great holiday and New Year's, and we really do have a lot of great things that are percolating around the town center and around the city. A lot of really good positive vibes, so really looking forward to this year. and hope all of you will stay involved and pull some more people in, because we're gonna need a lot of help to get some of these things done.
Thank you. Councilmember Manuel?
Could you cue the movie that we're going to have? You're going to have to come back to
Can
see
start
Bobby's
Bobby's
report.
now so he gets through some of it while Dave's talking.
I just want to wish everybody a happy new year. Hope you had a good new year. And I want to echo what has previously been said about the Give Hunger the Boot challenge. We certainly don't want Grayson to win again. And we have only a week. Yeah, we're gonna have a trophy that's gonna move back and forth between the cities. So we certainly want to have Snellville's name on the trophy this year. And what we're doing is we're collecting throughout this week, and we're gonna take all the collections over to the co-op on Monday in honor of Martin Luther King and the service emphasis he placed on life. And then we're gonna collect for another week because we got really late started this year. So we're gonna collect for another week. We'll do the final count and declare the winner on the 25th. So you actually have 2 weeks to make donations, and we'll be out and collecting. My phone number is 770-262-2115. If by some chance you come up with too many cans of food that you can't carry, call me, we'll come get it. And this is all to benefit the Southeast Gwinnett Co-op. January is probably their worst month for donations. People give through the holidays and then forget about it. And unfortunately, hunger is a 24/7, 365 situation for some people. So we decided that we want to really crank it up in January, and it tied in perfectly with the Martin Luther King service orientation. So give, and let's beat Grayson.
Now, the much-awaited council report of Bobby Howard.
Can't you just feel the love in the room? It's a good thing I'm not too sensitive. Those football fans, do not let your hearts be troubled. We'll get out of here in a minute. We'll be fine. Certainly Happy New Year, and thank all of you for being out here tonight. Canton, Ohio Police Department lost an officer this week. They lost one of their canine officers. And while that officer may not walk on 2 legs and walks around on 4, that officer is very much a part of that department. So keep that department in your thoughts and prayers. 3-year-old German Shepherd, he was shot 3 times and succumbed to his wounds. The city of Philadelphia also experienced a problem with an officer as well. The officer was approached blindly and shot at 13 times, hit 3 times in the arm. Officer Harnett survived his wounds. All of our law enforcement personnel need a lot of support wherever they are, not only across the country, but here in our city as well. There's a lot of things in our country we can be thinking about, but these, when they hit that close, I know our law enforcement community, feels it as well. The Cop Cab, I got an invitation again this year to take it to the Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's part of the Governor's Office of Highway Safety operation they're going to have down there. So it continues to gain some exposure, and people requesting to see it and come out and do some things. The City of Dunwoody has also extended an invitation. They want to take a look, and so we've got a lot of things going on there. But anyway, thanks for being out here, and thanks again for the opportunity to serve.
Well, thank you, sir. Now it's time for the mayor's report.
There's always 2 weeks.
At some point, we'll pay. I just want to talk a little bit tonight about, you see up here we have I want to thank Al Brown, a member of our city and a volunteer who did this remarkable banner for us. On the 18th, a week from today, we will have our Martin Luther King Junior Day event here at the city. There's 2 events. New Jerusalem Baptist Church will have a march starting at 10:45, marching up North Avenue and marching up Wisteria. We will have a program here at the City Hall, which will start at 10 o'clock. We will then march and meet New Jerusalem and march the rest of the way over to South Gwinnett High School. We have there's a music program that'll be part of that 10 o'clock program on next Monday, and also we have a speaker. Speaker is Dr. Tommy Smith. For those of you, and I'd like to thank Melvin Everson's in the back of the room. Melvin, thank you very much for interceding for us with Dr. Smith and getting him to be our speaker. We appreciate that very much. Dr. Smith was the 200-yard sprint gold medal winner at the 1968 Olympic Games. At that time, when he and another American who was silver, I forget the gentleman's name, but he also had the silver medal, when they got on the podium, they both raised their hands wrapped in a black leather glove, and it became the symbol of the civil rights movement in the late 60s. Dr. Smith will be here next Monday. He will be giving a speech to us, and please come out and meet him. I met him a year ago in Governor Deal's office once again with Commissioner Everson, and he's just he's a heck of a guy. He's very open, very easy to speak with, and you just feel better after meeting him. So I hope you all come and join in that. Also, we'd appreciate if we bring some canned goods for Give Hunger the Boot. They'll be deep into their collection with 1 week left, and we really do need to beat Grayson. I mean, please, 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 let's bring some cans. It's real hard to say, you win to another mayor, and I prefer they tell me that we won. So see if we can help us with that. That's the end of my mayor's report. We'll now open the mic to public input. Come up and if you would, just give your name and what part of Tanglewood you live on, and we'll move forward.
Kurt, you got it. Kurt Schultz, 2027 Tanglewood Drive. Of course, here in Snellville. God, it looks good to see all you people up here. It means we're not packing our things, having to move. Anyway, I'll keep this short. I've just got about a 6-page poem I want to write now. I just teasing. But anyway, I just want to make one little suggestion. When you're passing the ordinances, like with the senior center, if you could just give just a short description of what changes were made, like the difference in the ages. It just kept us in suspense out here. And I just turned 60, so I didn't know how much longer oops. Anyway, but that's the only thing, and thanks. Oh, okay. Thanks, Roy. Okay. Thanks so much for all you guys do.
That's a very good suggestion, and we're still learning up here, but we'll get it down to where it's good for everybody. And anybody else has suggestions of how we can improve it, we're all about that. Just let us know. Anyone else? Seeing no one, I'll entertain a motion. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion, I have a second. All those in favor signify by raising your right hand. And once again, we are a unanimous decision.